Hello, IELTS writers. Welcome to IELTS Juice. Let's start assessing an essay today. But before we start, I have two short requests. One, for yourselves, if you find the content that we upload every day helpful, we upload writing assessment for essays, reports, and letters on a regular daily basis. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will not miss the content we upload on a regular basis. And also, the second request, for others. So if you have loved ones, friends, colleagues, or anybody you know or you believe is now preparing for IELTS, by clicking the like button, you will tell the algorithm that you would like others to enjoy the free content and the educational material that there is in these videos. That would be a very nice act of generosity. This is free content, and if you find them valuable, by doing just one click, which takes maybe 2 seconds, you will share it with all the other people like you who are preparing for IELTS. And on that note, let's start. Some people say that schools do not do enough to teach young people about health. Well, of course! Of course! Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Well, you guys know I totally agree, but we're not here to listen to my opinion. So let's go ahead and read the assessment, the response, and everything that comes with it. Before we start, again, you know, guys, that this, from the IELTS perspective, has one main idea. So this rubric has one main idea, and that is the writer's opinion. So what I expect here is purely, or in the majority of cases, I wish to see the writer's opinion and the reasons the writer has, and the reasons must, and that's a very important part, support the writer's claim. Let's see how it goes. It is believed by some people that adolescents are not provided with enough studies about health. Very good. The first sentence of introduction is an attention grabber, is a connector, and it connects me from the vast knowledge that you have from everything to the paragraphs that are going to come. And the writer makes a very good connection. Now I see that the topic is about young people who do not have enough education, specifically in the field of taking care of their health. That's very good. I completely agree. Clear, to the point. Now, as a reader, I totally understand that this essay is about 100% agreement towards the topic that IELTS presented. With this statement, as youngsters commonly do not focus on maintaining, ing, because after focus on, you focus on something, so you need a gerund. Gerund is basically a noun, so you need the ing form of the verb or the word. Their health condition, and prefer, so do not focus and prefer to follow unhealthy and unsafe ways of living, or an unhealthy and unsafe way of living. Either way, but I cannot use a countable noun like this. I need some sort of either something that tells me it's either one or many. All right. The introduction is very good. I like it. I have two sentences. One is a complex sentence. The other is also another complex sentence, but very short. So I already see good control over grammar. My mind is clear about the structure of the entire essay. And the focus is, again, clear. The writer agrees with that. And there are some danger, unhealthy, unsafe ways of living. So the writer believes this, by giving our young generation some education about their health, it might prevent them from getting into these troubles. So that's what I think. This is, I'm speaking from the items that are already stationed in my head. Now let's read and see if that is exactly, or that's not exactly, but that reflects what I have in my head. There is little room for doubt. Wow, beautiful structure. That young people are apt to consume, very good structures so far, a broad range of unhealthy products and stick to a sedentary lifestyle. That's good. Very good collocation. Due to the lack of unhealthy education in schools. Okay, the topic sentence, which is the first sentence here, is a little wordy. I preferred the second part to be in a separate sentence, and then there were some examples like on what's the lack of healthy education system in schools. Uh, but it's okay. My only concern is that this is so great. Maybe in the following sentences we will not be able to support all the elements here. But let's go. Let's see. In other words, okay, now there is another sentence explaining. This is a very good practice, everyone. So you announce something and it is a little bit generic, which is fine. You write a topic sentence. Okay, we cannot write details in the topic sentence. Good. Now we need to explain. That is the next level. That's very good. And after the explanation, maybe you can come up with an example. That will make sure that I totally, as a reader, I will totally understand your point and your messages. In other words, teenagers with the scarcity of knowledge about benefits of healthy diets. So we're going to talk about diets and exercise. And exercises, I wouldn't pluralize it, exercise, are obviously tempted to eat junk foods and spend their leisure time. I don't need playing. I'm sorry, I don't need buy, I need playing. This is fine. You spend time and energy or money doing something, playing video games. A typical example of this would be that the rise of obesity and weight problems among youngsters nowadays has become an actual issue. Okay. The topic sentence is general, then we explained it. That was fine. Then we again explain that these two sentences, a typical example, and in other words, all the way here. These two supporting sentences, from my perspective, they have the same level of explanation or support. And that shouldn't be, it should be a hierarchical way, like from topic sentences, generic, and then there is a major supporting sentence. And after that, we don't need another major supporting sentence. It's better to have a minor supporting sentence, something that gives us better understanding. Like an example, what do we mean by the lack of or the scarcity of knowledge about benefits of healthy diets? One example, I don't know, the benefits of eating vegetables or fruit. Or fruits, both in different kinds of vegetable, different kinds of fruit. So that comes at a range that would help me understand. You might come up with words like calorie. So you can compare hamburgers or fries with, I don't know, eggplant, healthy diet. Tofu, whatever word that comes to your head. I don't see that here. I see another explanation. Hence, because of the scarcity of health teaching in schools for children, there are an increasing number of problems related to health youngsters face today. Good grammar. This is a reduced format. It was like related to health that youngsters face today, but it is rightfully omitted here. Makes the sentence flow more beautifully, and also it's another way to show off your grammar. Another sentence here is giving me an explanation. So imagine, guys, let me tell you how I feel this paragraph is. I feel in the first sentence, I am introduced to the gateway that leads us to Taj Mahal. So there's this beautiful arch, and then there's this garden. You can see Taj Mahal at the end of the garden, or it's not at the end, like in the kind of center, but there's a river behind it. But anyway, I'm at the gateway, and the gateway is so glamorous. A lot of tourists wait there to take pictures. Sure, fine, that's fine. I wouldn't stop there. I would like to go inside the building and see the beautiful architecture and the marble and stones and decorations and style and the dome. I really wanted to see the place. So I wouldn't stop at the gateway. And from that point on, I feel like I am in the garden and there's a tour leader telling me how beautiful Taj Mahal is. And then there's another sentence. Taj Mahal is so beautiful, it's magnificent. And then there's another sentence. Taj Mahal is this glorious place in the history. It was built for this reason, to show love and affection, things like this and that. Okay, I feel like, okay, thank you. Enough with the explanation. I can Google it. I can read Wikipedia. I can just, I don't know, on my way back to the hotel or to the room, I can just check everything about the place on my phone. Let me get inside and see the place already. But the tour leader didn't give me the chance to actually go inside. So I came all the way. I waited at the glorious gate. Then I went inside into the garden, and I waited in the garden for 3 sentences, all explaining about the topic, all explaining, and then they also escorted us back to the hotel. I feel like that, and that's not a good feeling. I wish they actually let us inside and let me feel the beauty all with my own eyes, and be mesmerized by the beauty of the place. The point again, with all that, with the simile, is that there should be layers of explanation. So you introduce the topic, then you can explain, but you shouldn't stop at explaining. Then you need to come up with, you need to get your writers inside and give examples so that they actually really understand what you mean. Another point to consider is that most adolescents are not concerned about their overall health condition and are not encouraged to be addicted. They are not encouraged to be addicted to harmful products. They are not concerned about their overall health condition and are not encouraged to be addicted. I mean, does it mean they should be encouraged to be addicted? Obviously not. Obviously not. So the issue here is that we cannot omit a verb when the verb changes. If this one is are not and the second one is and are encouraged to be addicted, we cannot omit because this is are not and this is are. So you can see the confusion here. Guys, removing verbs, removing any elements is an advanced move. You want to show off your grammar? Fine. But if you try to show off by omitting some of these words, maybe verbs, maybe subjects, maybe some connectors, make sure you still are on the topic. If that's not the case, then you add to the confusion. Like right now that I'm confused. I can understand the logic, but the examiners will as well, but they will penalize you because that's not a good practice. They have a feeling what you wanted to say, but the execution is not correct. This is a grammar error that affects my understanding. Grammar accuracy, grammatical range and accuracy is now 6 because of this act. You see how serious it is. So, and are encouraged to be addicted to harmful products. Yeah, such as tobacco, alcohol, and narcotics. Oh, that's good. But I'm not a fan of examples in the topic sentence. It's, again, going back to my Taj Mahal simile, it's not good. It's not a good idea that you just make people stay in the gateway and then give them a little statuette actually of Taj Mahal and make them leave. That's not a good idea. Thus, their neglected behavior towards healthy living style, towards a healthy living style would have a social knock-on effect. Good collocation. Okay, now at this point, I would like to see some examples like how effective this is. Okay, you're telling me it has a knock-on effect? Good, like what? Like a life-changing one? Give me an example. What is it? What happens if somebody does that? If they get addicted to narcotics or to different alcoholic beverages? As a result, their positive attitude towards consuming harmful items might filter through to other members of their family, filter through, beautiful, of their family or friends, and have a longer lasting effect. A longer lasting effect is a compound adjective, and we need a hyphen here. It's all it all acts as one entity, so it is considered one entity. So we need a hyphen. Therefore, it is essential that specific health classes be, it is essential that specific health classes be incorporated into school curriculums. That's correct. We can also say curricula. Both irregular and regular plural formats are acceptable. In order to provide young people with extensive information about health and healthy lifestyle. Very good, very good, very good. Again, I am given a lot of explanation and I don't get to feel the architecture and the beauty of Taj Mahal. I'm just sitting in the garden and looking at the beauty of the place, and the tour leader doesn't let me go near the place. In conclusion, ensuring that there are lessons teaching youngsters about health and healthy lifestyle in the school syllabus is significant. We know that. You already explained it a lot. That's a very good sentence. That's a very good sentence for conclusion. It's a very good concluding sentence. If governments implemented a specific health subjects for children in schools, teenagers, good punctuation mark after S because it's plural, health problems figures would soon drop. if we're going to talk about a hypothetical scenario, like if governments implemented a specific health, it means governments hasn't implemented a specific health subject, so they don't do that, so they fail to do so. Then teenagers, and because of that, teenagers do not have, they wouldn't, their health wouldn't drop. That would be a second conditional, and that means sadly their health already dropped. But if we want to look ahead and look to the future, then we need the first conditional structure. So if governments implement a specific health subject for children in schools, now this is something that you can propose as fact for the future. Teenagers' health problems figures would soon drop. Now, will soon drop, would soon drop, both would work for us. 293 words. Let's look at the band score. Amazing. So you can see the errors that can affect your understanding. You can see how well some of the advanced grammatical points were handled. You can see how beautiful the grammar was, with not many errors, I guess, just very occasional. About vocabulary, the range of general vocabulary was nice, but I wanted to see some specific words about the topic, and I didn't see. Why? Because I wanted to see more examples, and examples were the area you could see some of them. I saw narcotics, tobacco, alcohol. Good. That maybe I just saw them all in the second body paragraph, maybe in the first body paragraph as well. But it wasn't given. I needed maybe 2 more words, maybe. There are no rules. I just feel that if there were 2 more words, the range would be wide. And the other 2 elements were just fine. The organization of the essay was stellar, was very good, was logical. I didn't see a sequential way, like that. I didn't see the reasons labeled and then followed, but all the time I knew that the writer was trying to support his or her idea. 6.5 is a very, very good score. The 2 elements to improve, maybe 1 more examples, would make this 7 and 8, and this would become an 8. And making sure that the advanced grammatical points are executed correctly, so that that becomes 7. So with 1 7 and 1 8, this essay potentially could get a 7, but it stays at 6.5. It's not a bad score. It's a very good one. I really enjoyed reading the essay, and I think it acted as a, well, to a large extent, a good representative of the writer. And for you guys, again, your letters, your essays, your reports are going to be your representatives. So make sure that they do their jobs well. And if you get value of this content, by clicking the like button, you will make sure that others will be able to enjoy the same content. Others like you, IELTS candidates, those who are preparing for IELTS and might be already under stress. So take care. Have a lovely day.